We have studied what is meant by group. Group is a collection of operation which fulfills four essential conditions. Condition number 1, closure. 2, identity. 3, associativity. And 4th, inverse. In addition to these conditions, if any group fulfills condition of commutativity, commutativity means product and reverse product, if is equal, then that group is abelian group. Now you will feel it is always equal because we are thinking in terms of multiplication. No, 2 into 3 is equal to 3 into 2. In these operations, it is not always true. But if it is true, product and reverse product is equal, commutativity is fulfilled, then such a group is called as abelian group. Let us see it in detail. Here are 6 general or particular types of abelian groups. These are the point groups which show abelian behavior, means commutativity for all kinds of pairs is fulfilled here. If I talk about the first Cn, means along with identity only operations related to Cn axis will be there. In Cnh, in addition to the operations of Cn, horizontal plane will be there. And in case of C2v, we are well aware about that. Four operations are possible: E, C2, sigma xz and sigma yz. About D2, there will be the one principal axis and two subsidiary axes along with identity, of course. And in case of D2H, there will be the horizontal plane in addition to the operations of the D2. In case of the S4, it is a very interesting case where improper axis of rotation present which can lead the principal axis, that's a C2, and the order of principal axis is half than that of the order of the improper axis of rotation. We are going to discuss them somewhat in detail. I'll tell you the which operations are possible, but one thing is very clear: whatever the number of operations are possible for such abelian point groups, those many irreducible representations will be there. Those many classes will be there in the point group. The same statement I represented here. Number of classes in the abelian point group is equal to H, where H is the order of that point group. As I said, for the Cn point group, along with identity, the operations related to Cn will be there, and each possible operation is a class, therefore are separated by comma. If, as an example, if I consider C3 as a point group, then which operations will be there? Identity, C31 and C32. These three operations will be there. This point group will be of order 3. Example, triphenylphosphine. Very interesting example. Work on this. Imagine the rotation and see how the symmetry operations are possible. We have studied optical activity. In that, this symmetry was one important point. What do you think? Is it dissymmetric or not? Yes, it is a dissymmetric. It is optically active molecule. Here the point group is CNH, and as an example I am considering C2H, trans 1,2-dichloroethylene. sp2 hybridized 2 carbons are there. So here which operations are possible? Identity, C2I means center of inversion, and sigma H. These four operations are possible for C2H. Will this molecule optically active? Is it dissymmetric? It is not dissymmetric because of presence of horizontal plane. High order symmetry it is. So it is not optically active. Center of inversion also is there. Here one more example of abelian point group C2V, where four operations are there in total: E, C2, sigma xz and sigma yz, and this molecule we have studied in detail. Each operation is a class. Interesting point group D2, where one principal axis, say Z axis, is a principal, C2 axis. X and Y axis will be the other C2 axis, which will be the subsidiary axis. Number of subsidiary axis is equal to order of principal axis, therefore capital D. And order of principal axis is 2. Therefore, point group is D2. Example is copper ethylene diamine complex, bis ethylene diamine copper 2 ion. Here, structure is not planar. Clearly, structure is represented. Try to understand the possible operations for this molecule. Here, point of interest is all operations possible for that point group individually are classes. So, separately, I am representing them in the set bracket. Example for D2H point group: B2H6 is a diborane. See the possible operations, identity and all the three axes Z, Y and X as a C2 axis causing respective operations. So entropy inversion, then sigma xy, sigma xz and sigma yz. Representation observed neatly. Z generally we consider as a principal axis. If Z is the principal axis, then XY will be the horizontal plane, other will be the vertical planes. Therefore, XY is represented, sigma XY is represented first, and then XZ and the YZ. Try to understand this structure also, see the all possible operations. My point of emphasis here is all operations individually are classes in D2H point group. It's an interesting point group S4 where four possible operations are there, identity and other possible operations because of the S4. First is S4-1, second should be S4-2 but it is equivalent to C2, so I represented there C2, and third one is S4-3. Example is 1357 tetrafluorocyclooctet tetraene. Clearly observe the position of fluorine 1 and fluorine 5. They are opposite to each other. Similarly, position of fluorine 3 and fluorine 7 are opposite to each other. Because of that, rotation operation possible is C2. That's a proper rotation operation. But improper axis of rotation is S4. Just simply by rotation of 90 degree, fluorine number 1 will come above the position of 3, and after reflection it will come to the position of 3. Interesting example it is. Work with all possible operations. Try to imagine it very properly. It's a very interesting. That's the beauty of molecular symmetry and group theory. Actually, in general also I could have said there S to N kind of the point groups are abelian point group, but whichever the suitable examples are available, considering that only S4 I am representing here. So we have seen the 6 different types or particular point groups. Now let us understand it with particular example, and I take a simple example, that's a C2V point group, and we have to derive, we have to prove why C2V point group is abelian point group. Already we studied the multiplication table, ample of time is given to explain the multiplications. Similar attempt that I do now to explain the commutativity of operations in C2V point group. All pairs of combinations, all pairs of multiplication should follow commutativity. Then only it will be abelian point group. Only one were followed means it will be abelian point group. It is not the fact. I am not going to prove all. I am going to show only the few multiplications. In order you will get the idea how to represent in the examination. It's a water molecule. Let us understand it. Oxygen is there upside and two hydrogens are there downside. It's an angular planar water molecule. You will find in the oxygen black dot is there. I want to consider it is a nose of oxygen, or you can say one eye of the oxygen. It means oxygen is paying attention towards us. Nose is towards us. So backside portion, nose will not be there, so black dot will not be there. It is enough for us for distinguishing the various results because of symmetry operation. Therefore I am representing oxygen in this funny way. And for hydrogen, simple numbering is enough for us. Left side hydrogen I am considering as first hydrogen and right side as second hydrogen. Numbering is sufficient, but here I could distinguish by means of color. So number 1 I represented by purple color and number 2 by white color. Molecule is in XZ plane. So how is our x-axis? Left right. How is the z-axis? Up and down. How is the y-axis? Approaching towards us and away from us. So if I perform the C2 operation, then H1 will come to the position of H2 and nose will go away from us. If I perform sigma xz operation, then H1 will remain to at that place and H2 also will remain to the same place, but nose will go away from us. If I perform sigma yz operation, then H1 will come to the position of H2, H2 will come to the position of H1 and nose also will remain towards us. These are the results of the various operation. Let us start to work to find result of C2 into sigma xz. Let me perform the first operation. That's a C2 operation. What do you think? What will happen about the positions of hydrogen? Will they change their position by rotation of 180 degree? Yes, our z-axis is passing through the oxygen and bisecting the angle between the hydrogens. Therefore, certainly after rotation of 180 degree, H1 will come to the position of H2 and H2 will come to the position of H1. Means they will change their position. Okay, it is a one logic. What about the nose? Nose of oxygen will remain towards us or will go away from us? After rotation, it will go away from us. So see now, I represent the resultant structure. Yes, our guess is right. Change in the position of hydrogen and nose went away from us. Now I want to perform next operation. What is the next operation? Sigma xz. And this sigma xz operation I will carry on the second structure, which is a result of C2 operation on original water molecule. Sigma xz is a molecular plane. So if I cut that molecule through the molecular plane and then do perform the reflection, let us talk first about the positions of hydrogen. Will the positions of hydrogen in the second structure change? No. Second hydrogen will remain to left side and first hydrogen will remain to right side. What about the position of nose? Yes, after reflection, nose which was away from us will come towards us. Are you following? See the structure now. Yes, this will be the structure. As I said, hydrogen 2 will remain to its position, hydrogen 1 also will remain to its position, but nose which was away from us will come towards us. This is the result of sigma xz operation on the result of C2. Means whatever the right side structure you are finding, that is a result of C2 into sigma xz. Now we have to ask question. How can we get that resultant structure from the original structure? See the comparison. In resultant structure, hydrogen 2 is to left side and the nose is towards us only. We are with only 4 operations: identity, C2, sigma xz and sigma yz. Identity is very simple, there is no change, but here there is a change, so identity option is washed out. It is not possible. Yes, can you guess? How can I get resultant structure from the original structure? Which operation should I perform? Yes, you are right. Sigma yz operation if I perform, then I will get that resultant structure. Sigma yz means which plane? It is a plane perpendicular to the molecule. Imagine if we hold a plane cutting the oxygen atom and bisecting the angle between two hydrogens. After reflection, hydrogen 1 will come to position of hydrogen 2 and 2 will come to the position of 1 and nose will remain towards our side only. Is the structure which is represented to right side? Yes. Therefore I can say the resultant structure of multiplication of C2 and sigma xz can be produced by alone operation, say sigma yz. Therefore we can say C2 into sigma xz is equal to sigma yz. Let us see what is the multiplication is in multiplication table between C2 and sigma xz. Yes, multiplication is sigma yz. Here we are trying one product C2 into sigma xz and answer is sigma yz. Let us see what reverse product is. On this molecule, I want to perform sigma xz operation. What do you think? If I perform sigma xz operation, what will happen? Sigma xz is a reflection operation and xz means is a molecular plane. So if I reflect the molecule through xz plane, then hydrogen 1 will remain to left side or will go to right side? Yes, it will remain to left side only. And what about nose? Nose now is pointing towards us. After reflection through xz plane, the nose will go away from us. Let us see the result. Yes, as we thought, the structure is here. Now on this resultant structure, I want to perform next operation. What is the next operation? That's a C2 operation. What will be the change in the structure now? C2 means rotation by 180 degree. And what is our axis? The axis is passing through the oxygen and bisecting the line joining of two hydrogens. Now hydrogen 2 is to left side. After rotation, what will happen? Hydrogen 2 will come to the right side. And what about the nose? Now the nose is not pointing towards us. It is away from us. After rotation, it will come towards us. Yes, let us see the result. Yes, as we thought, hydrogen 1 went to right side and nose is pointing towards us. Now we have to think how to obtain resultant structure from original structure. In original structure, hydrogen 1 is to left side, and in resultant structure, hydrogen 1 is to right side. In original structure, nose is pointing towards us, and in resultant structure, nose still is towards us. What do you think? Which operation can bring us that change? Right. Sigma yz, a plane perpendicular to the water molecule, can bring us that desired change. If I reflect through the sigma yz plane, then hydrogen 1 will go to right side and nose will remain towards us. Yes, answer is again sigma yz. Let me represent it mathematically. Yes, sigma xz into C2 is equal to sigma yz. Let me compare now previous result and this result. What I am finding, product and reverse product both are same. Commutative law is fulfilled. C2 into sigma xz is equal to sigma xz into C2. That's the answer is sigma yz. Following this multiplication table of C2V point rule, we can prove for each pair product and reverse product are equal. A commutative law is fulfilled. Group is abelian group. Now question for you as homework. I gave this answer actually, but I am asking again. For operations, we are trying multiplication and reverse multiplication. And if that multiplication is equal, then we are saying commutative law is valid. In case if commutative law is not valid for any pair of operations, can we say that group as abelian group? In comment box, just write your answer yes or no.